Hello guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a fully auto gear system, except for your armor. But basically, when you step on the pressure plate, it fully gears you, and then you get to choose your kit by pressing a button. So I'll choose the mace kit, and then I'll exit, and then boom, I'm fully kitted out and ready to PvP. But yeah, and I'm going to show you guys how to make it. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is you need a command block and a structure block. So you can just do /give @s command _ block, and then you do /give @s command /give @s structure _ block. So I'll just grab them from my e-chest because I have them. And then you place a structure block, and then you put it on save mode. You do X to 1, Z to 1, and Y to 1. And then you set the offset to +1. And now your little box should be above your command block, just like that. And then basically you need to save all of the items that you use in your PvP kit as a structure. So for example, the breach mace I just called breach in all caps. The sword I just called sword. Density mace I just called density, and so on. But basically what you have to do is, let's say I don't want any enchantments on the sword. So then I just go in here, put it in the structure block, call it sword, and then click save. Okay, I fixed it. So now I have my structure block, and then you need to save I forgot. But the items need to save. I'll just check the command blocks. Breach mace, a sword, a density mace, wind charges, golden apples. ST is strength potion, speed potion, a water bucket, an axe, cobwebs, a totem of undying, wind charges with a data 1. I'll show you how to do that later. Shield, and then you just need a command block that TPs you. Okay, so for the commands, after you've saved all of those, I would highly recommend enchanting all of this stuff like fully, because when I did it, I just enchanted this sword with sharpness 5, mending, unbreaking 3, and then you can like add other stuff if you want, but I just prefer to do the simple version. So after you have that all saved, then you want to take a command block above your structure. You want to place it in the direction that you're going to have all of your command blocks facing. So for example, mine are facing that way. You could have it facing up, the other way, this way, that way, whatever you want, maybe even down. Excuse me. So once you have that, you can set to chain and always active, because that is what the majority of our command blocks are. You can just call it whatever you want in your structure. I like to call it command, and then you can just put something like 1, 2. There you go. Command 1, 2, or 12. /structure load, 2 quotations, and then wherever your pressure plate is, those are the coordinates that you're going to want to put in your command block. So mine are -217, 557. -217, -217, 85, 557. Okay, so then I have that. And then I believe that is all the command. I'll double check. Oh, and 0_degrees. Okay, so once you have that, that will basically be your base, and then you can save it. And then you can destroy the structure block as long as you've saved all of your items. And then we can start on these command blocks. So you want to dig a hole that is 28 long. If you're doing the same amount of items as me, so it should fill up these 2 rows and this row. But once you do that, you're gonna grab another structure block, set it right in the first slot of your hole, and then set it to load, and then whatever you named your base command. Set it to offset 0, so then it will replace that structure block with the command block. Boom. And now we have that. And then we go impulse and needs redstone. And then we can do that for we can do that for all of these all the way down. And I saved, like, once you do a couple, you can save that, and then it just exponentially gets easier before you fill all of it in. So then I'll just do command 9, which I have, which fills all of this. And then I'll just continue to do this until I fill it all up. Editor, speed this up. Oh crap. Okay, so now that we have all of this done, now we can start filling them. So the order that you're going to want to do it in, I will show you, and then a TP block to a room where you get to choose your last row, which determines what kit you're going to get. You can just use a blank chain command for the TP until you put it in, instead of having to delete it. But now I'm going to show you how to get the data of wind charges, or wind charges with the data 1. So you do /give @s wind underscore charge. Need to have spaces here. Wind underscore charge, and then you put 64 and then 1. So that 1 is going to be your data. And now I have a stack with the data 1. And then you want to save those as wind2. Alright, and then this TP will TP you to a box where it has 3 buttons that are connected to command blocks that tell you which kit. So mine teleports me here, where I can choose the sword kit, the mace kit, the bow/potion kit, or the eggs kit. Exit, get it? But once I come out, I can show you the commands. Just gonna make sure that I don't get rid of some of my stuff. But for the sword kit, just follow these commands. Clear the mace. Mace with the data 1. So your density mace, you need to get 1 durability off of it so that it has a data. Because on Bedrock Edition, the data on tools is actually the durability. So that it differentiates between the breach mace and the density mace. So you clear the density mace, you replace it with cobwebs, then you get a strength potion, a strength potion, a speed potion, another speed potion, a stack of XP bottles, stack of XP, stack of XP, a totem, and a stack of gapples. For the mace kit, you give them strength potion, strength potion, strength potion, stack of XP, stack of XP, an elytra, some firework rockets, and rockets. And then for the bow/potion kit, so I forgot to tell you guys, but if you're doing the bow/potion kit, you have to like resave the harming arrows and the bow and the Turtle Master potions, so that's just an FYI. You clear the mace, then you replace it with the bow, harming arrows, Turtle Master potion, which I call a Tuttle, another Tuttle, a Tuttle, a Tuttle, XP bottles, XP bottles, XP bottles, strength potion. You clear the wind charges with the data 1. You get a totem of undying and another totem. And these 2 stacks are the wind charges with the data, except this one does not. So if we go back into the box here, now I can choose my kit. I'll go with the bow/potion kit. Oh, I'm crouched, that's why I'm not pressing it. There we go, and then it fills us out. I can just throw totem in my offhand, and I'm ready to PvP. I remember I had something to say, but I forgot. It's kind of funny. Oh yeah, you need to make a different base for these, because they need to target the block that you teleport onto instead of your original block at the OG spot. So you need to create another base, but you just change the coordinates. And again, you can name it whatever you want. I called mine Command V2, because that's what it is. But yeah, that is the fully gearing system, other than the armor. And I would recommend having chests full of armor so that you and your friends can just grab it when you need it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day.